of Waifu Wars. I am the class cross-dressing representative, Jubidu.
And I am your favorite limited edition Valentine's monster, Sobroni.
And welcome back to Waifu Wars, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, the weeb, but not your waifu, because she is basura. What's going on, honey?
I'm doing good. Just recovering from yesterday. My stomach and head are feeling better.
Same. Well, I would say same. I don't know. I had a rough sleep. It's like I did, but I didn't have a rough sleep. I don't know why. I just feel tired as hell. I'm gonna get a good sleep tonight. Um, but yeah, but no, we're here. I'm queer, and we got a whole bunch of anime and shit to talk to you guys about. So without any further ado, let's hop into it. Let's get started with our new segment this week in anime. I think I will go first.
Mm-hmm.
So according to the Anime News Network, yep, I said that word. I'm that tired. I don't know if I said a word correctly. CDC study on COVID-19, evidence of widespread transmission was not identified at Anime NYC. So yeah, there was like a whole thing because Oni and I also went, and it was, I kind of freaked out when I was like, oh shit, some of the people got like Omarion, whatever the girls called her. They got her relatively. No one got her actually, just the one person. But it started, that was almost patient zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you gotta get checked and everything.
Exactly. So yeah, that was a thing. Luckily, well, I mean, I guess it's a matter now in hindsight. But yeah, basically, the transmission was not a thing at NYC, which I'm thankful for because it could have easily been really bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a whole convention. It could have easily been passed to everybody. So I'm very relieved that was not the case. Definitely kind of side eyeing the fact because I was reading some of the article, and it said for the Rules Anime NYC, they only required one shot, and then you can go. I was under the impression it was two. They said one. I'm like, girl, there's how many people were there? There were 53,000 people.
Was it 53,000?
53,000.
Jesus Christ, that's bigger than like the other years, wasn't it? Like even during
Yes,
crazy.
They grew even more than 2019. Even during a pandemic, it still went up by like 7,000 people, I believe.
That's kind of wild.
Yeah. So with that vast increase, it's like, girl, you gotta, you know. I hope they learned their lesson from the scare. Luckily, no one had to pay for it. Just more. maybe a two vaccine check this time. You know what I'm saying? But it seems that Jacob Javits Center in general is stepping up. Oh, sorry, not. Oh no, that's not what they're doing. This is what the CDC recommended: is that they fit the convention center with HEPA filters, which apparently have been shown to effectively remove coronavirus particles from the air. So, all that being said, we we learned our lesson. Thank God we didn't have to pay for it, and now apparently we can take even more precautions. So when it's time for us to go to Anime NYC again, I don't have to worry about someone breathing in my face.
Yeah, it should be even safer this year.
Exactly, and that's all we want, to be safe. Yeah, that's it. That's my news. What you got for me, Oni?
Speaking of safety and work conditions, Attack on Titan's final season episode director goes home for the first time in 3 days.
Oh, girl.
Anime News Network reports in 2 now deleted tweets posted last week, the Attack on Titan final season episode director and animator Teruyuki Omine shared that he was finally able to return to his home for the first time in 3 days. Apparently MAPPA has a really bad work culture where they're run, quote, like a factory. People are animators are like worked to the bone. They have to apparently sleep in, and they handle multiple shows. They say MAPPA's been criticized for the decision to work on 4 shows at the same time instead of properly training its team. Writing the decision led to time-consuming corrections. So basically, MAPPA's just like, I mean, Taylor's oldest time. They're trying to handle more than they can chew, and they're making their workers suffer, which sucks.
Incredible. Like, this is not new news to anyone.
Yeah, it sucks. And just to give you an idea of how bad it is, not only are these people working like incredibly long hours, like days on end, and not even getting a chance to go home, but they're also getting paid like nothing. A producer on the project suggested to pay $3,800 per cut, which is about $34.
So when you say per cut, this doesn't mean per episode, right? There's no way.
No. I think it's like animation cut. So like I don't know the technical.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what that means when they say.
But I assume it means like a panel. I don't know. If anyone knows the technicality of what constitutes a cut, let me know. But $34 is definitely too low, because he encouraged animators that they should negotiate for $134 per cut, which seems to be the going rate.
If someone's saying you should be getting $100 more for this job, pretty bad.
Also, another animator claimed to have been paid $2 for in-between animation at a subcontracting studio for a film project made by the company. And I definitely know $2 is too low for any kind of work you're doing. Damn, I paid more on Fiverr for like an emote. MAPPA, I think you have the money to pay for fucking your artist to do shit. Like, what?
Right.
So yeah, the animation industry, unfortunately, is in it's good that Attack on Titan looks amazing and all that stuff, but you got to keep in perspective that people are suffering. So I do hope that MAPPA takes a step back and doesn't do like 17 shows a season, and maybe treats its workers better. Yeah. And then that could in turn lead to even better quality on Attack on Titan.
Yeah, the $2 thing kind of blew my fucking mind.
So yes, always remember the people behind the work.
Yes, I would rather, not that I want it, it's like, I don't know, I'd rather, if it means like, oh, for some reason they have to do a new episode every 2 weeks, I'd rather that than a week of like, oh yeah, they got it all done like weekly. I mean, only one person was in the hospital, only one person died. Like,
yeah, I love Attack on Titan. It ain't worth this guy
lives.
Not being lives or this guy not being able to go home for 3 days. All right,
that part. So yeah, so I hope that situation improves. I mean, doubtful, because Mappa's pretending like this should never happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think this is one of those things where it's like you probably gonna need some kind of government regulation, but I don't know how much work is going in on that front, or how close they are to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, with keeping the animators in our thoughts, we're gonna move on ahead and start with our weekly reviews. And speaking of which, we're gonna start with Attack on Titan. Excuse me, the final season, part 2, episode 6.
Yes, I gotta admit, I was expecting more.
Yeah, no, it was it was a pretty slow episode. Considering that Annie just came back.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I hyped myself up too much, but I was like, I wanted Annie to just like show up to immediately go to Titan form and start causing shit or something,
Yeah, but I feel like this is more realistic because like, what is Annie gonna do?
Yeah, I know, but still, I did think that her relationship with Hitch was cute, like just seeing them lean on each other.
Exactly, like it's not quite Stockholm syndrome.
But well, I think even from like the original season, she had a thing for Annie, where she was like at least a close friend of hers.
That is true. Like that scene where she tries to like have Annie at not Annie, have Hitch at knife point, and then Hitch just flips her over, and she's like, "Bitch, you would have thought."
Annie's kind of weak right now.
Right.
I love the little self-aware jab where Annie's like giving her whole life story, and then Hitch is like, "Wait, are you really fucking giving me your whole life story?"
that was funny. And then he's like, I had to listen to you talk about bullshit for 4 years. The least you could do is listen." Like that was pretty funny.
Yeah, makes me miss Annie. I saw a comment that was hilarious, like a meme. It was because Armin and Annie have a thing, and I'm like, it was Armin and Annie standing next to Krillin and Android 18. They're all so similar. Armin and Annie are the Krillin and Android 18 of this millennium.
Damn. I'm like, damn, I can't even refute that. But yeah, I think it's just showing a lot of what's happening on the ground. The Jaegerists are seizing power amongst the chaos.
Flock is still fucking crazy.
Yeah, Flock is still crazy. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't think he's crazy. I think he's just
he's a bit deranged, I think.
No, a little bit. No, he's just mostly power hungry. Like he's just like, this is my moment. He's like he just made up that whole lie, and you're just like, wow, this person didn't agree with me, so I'm going to shoot you because brute force.
I'm assuming I am like 99% sure Eren just gonna kill him.
That would be hilarious.
Like he's just gonna run like, Eren, blah 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 blah, and Eren's just gonna like step on him.
just pun him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's happening. I think Gavi and Armin are gonna go after Connie.
Yeah, they're gonna go chase after Connie and like be like, "Yo, fuck your mom. We gotta save Falco."
I mean, yeah.
I feel so bad for Falco. He always gets caught up in other
right, bullshit. And I mean, I do like the fact that Falco isn't completely like he's not like dumb. Like he knows, he's like, I feel like there's something going on here.
I'm like, yeah, we're heading in the wrong
I should be going another way.
Yeah. I was gonna say I want to see like Connie and Falco fight. I'm pretty sure they're not going to, but
yeah, and I'm pretty sure Falco's going to lose.
Well, Falco could turn into the Titan. He's the Draw Titan, so he can just
shit, that
turn
is
into the
true.
Draw Titan and beat the shit out of him.
That is actually true.
Question is, would he though?
I don't know. It could just happen by accident, just like with Eren.
That's true. Oh my god, he might accidentally kill Connie.
Oh my god, he just transforms, accidentally kills Connie and Connie's mom.
He cuts his hand on something getting off the horse and then turns to a Titan and kills Connie.
Right, and then just, I don't know, just like, rah, and then just like slashes Connie's mom.
Yeah, Rip.
Rip indeed. Uh, uh, can I get a special fuck you to Annie's dad, because what the hell, like, you raise her to be some kind of literally like an assassin killing machine, and then you're like, no, everything I did was wrong, don't go. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
He changed his mind. He was.
I hope he got shot.
Nah, I'm sure he didn't. Even though
I
there
don't
was like
think he
80 cops right there, and they're all like, I'm sure one of them shot him. I kind of hope that Attack on Titan doesn't fall into Game of Thrones like final season plot armor thing, where like, because Attack on Titan for the most part has always been good about killing characters who are doing dumb things.
Yeah.
And I kind of hope Connie too, but I kind of hope Annie's dad at least got shot. Maybe not died, but come on, there's no way he attacked like, one of the border guards and then all the other border guards didn't shoot at him.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we'll see. This episode as a whole is just very like, stuff is happening. It's like pieces are moving.
We did get Hanji and Levi at the end meeting up with Peak. Levi's somehow still alive.
So wrapped up like a fucking mummy.
The dude's gonna be walking into the battlefield on like crutches and still killing Titans.
Right, exactly. He's like, I just need my the armor, or not the armor, what was it? The apparatus that makes him fly around.
The movement gear?
Yeah, I just need the movement gear and one good hand. That's all I need.
They'll tape a blade to the fucking cast. Like Wolverine.
And that's it.
Yep. Just tape the swords to my cast. I got this.
Yeah. Oh shit! Didn't I see an anime that did? Oh yeah, just like Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, looking forward to next week's episode. Indeed.
Yep.
All right. Up next we have Sono Bisque wa Koi wo Suru. Episode 6.
I think this is my episode of the week. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that kind of challenged it. Now that Demon Slayer's out of the way, this has a lot more. Like, Sono Bisque has stepped up to fight Attack on Titan for that number 1 spot.
Right. I won't say this is my episode of the week, but it was close.
Mm-hmm. I just fell for the Marin love. I'm sorry, she's just too adorable.
She really is. She's it's that first episode where she's out. Her one of her breasts is almost fully exposed, and she's like, "Oh my god, my contacts! I can't let you see me like this."
My contacts. I didn't even notice her eyes were different color.
Me neither.
I was too redirected somewhere else. That's the other thing I like about the show is it's really good with subtle fan service, where it's like
was subtle.
Yeah, I know it sounds weird to say subtle.
That was not. I don't think.
Listen,
was
compared
subtle.
to
I think there's other anime where they're just like over the top. This is not subtle. This is like
it's subtle in the sense that there's no nudity. Like there's no aside from that one scene last episode.
But it's clear. Oh, you mean when we saw the girls? Well, not Gojo saw a woman's naked body, including her with JJ. Yeah.
Yes, except for that. But that's what I mean. I think that girl's just like the fan server. Like every time I see her, she's just flashing her panties or other things underneath her panties. So they don't do that for Marin as much. Marin is more subtle with the fan service.
I would just say they just pan on her titties all the time.
Yeah, they pan on her clothed titties. Also, they do little subtle things like they had her nipples protruding because she wasn't wearing a bra.
Oh. I don't know. I feel like that's not subtle to me. I feel like that's just ecchi.
It's very light ecchi. It's like
if you're focusing very hard on
it's
like
tasteful ecchi. You know, it's not like, all right.
I'll say
I'm
it's
putting
tasteful.
this in-
I agree for it to being tasteful, not subtle, but definitely tasteful.
I'm comparing it to, like, think of
High
Queen's
School
Blade,
XD.
High School DxD, yeah, things like
Yeah.
that. To Love in that sense, it's more subdued.
Yes, I can agree with. It's something more tasteful. It's not like, oh shit, what was it? What was that? What anime was that? What anime was that?
World and Harem.
No, the one that I watch. Was it Kaiju Kaihatsubu, where they had like that one girl or those two girls, like, I don't know, were they squatting? You just saw like the most obscure but intentional ass shot that just came out of nowhere. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
It's
it
happened a
sounds
couple
very
weeks
vague.
ago. Like, oh god, and it's like it's from an anime that you wouldn't expect. Oh, I think it's from Demon. Was it from Demon Slayer? It was from Demon Slayer. Do you remember?
Oh yeah,
It's like,
yeah, the wives.
Exactly, and it's like out of nowhere. He's like talking and just does this ridiculous ass shot.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I feel like that
wasn't subtle.
Oh yeah, that was not subtle, but it wasn't as much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't as much as Sono Bisque doll, but Sono Bisque doll that's all they do. It's just basically stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's fine. But yeah, no, this episode was very cute. They were like watching anime together.
I appreciate that they put so much effort into like showing the anime they were watching.
Yes, the very clear 90s inspiration. Once again, I love that the mangaka who wrote this, that she's clearly a huge fan of Cardcaptor Sakura, because they literally did a scene where you see the two guys very close to each other, and I'm like, this is literally just Toya and Yuki from Cardcaptor Sakura. Like, they almost look they look very similar.
Yeah, it's incredible how many magical girl like references they threw in there. Like, there was definitely that Cardcaptor moment. They had character designs that looked very much like Precure-y. They had like a Sailor Moon style transformation.
Yes, like that was very much, in my mind, that was very much like an ode to like the whole arc with Sailor Saturn.
They had the kind of Madoka-esque like soul gems that corrupt them. They had Nanoha style fighting / Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was like, Nanoha. I was like, that's definitely more Dragon Ball Z. It was just...
Well, Nanoha when they don't use magic and they just punch.
So all Dragon Ball Z, because that's what was happening this episode. They just kept punching the shit out of each other, except for that one time, not Sailor Saturn used some dark magic. But yeah, no, it was a very cute episode. The whole cooking for him. Oh, I felt very seen.
Yeah, that was really cute.
Very seen, and the fact that I'm trying to cook for my boyfriend, but I'm not that great of a cook, so it just comes out the way it comes out.
To be fair, it still like I would have eaten it. Like, it looked like it tasted good.
Yeah, listen,
I don't care about the presentation.
Period. If it tastes good, I don't care.
Aaron was perfect.
Right. I mean, there's one glaring weakness about her,
which is
she knows nothing about cosplay, which she loves.
That's fine. That's a charm point. And then you get to teach her about cosplay.
But it's like she is very much like, I'm just here to be the model. It's like she's just the model.
She just needs to look good. She needs to look good and also know about anime and stuff, which she does. So that's fine. Yeah, and I can relate because I also don't know about cosplay.
Gojo's like, I'm just gonna take care of you.
And again, I appreciate seeing it from her perspective, like I like the role reversal of her being the one in love, and she's constantly has the googly eyes over him.
Yeah, shout out to the Zoomer who subbed this episode.
God, there was so much Zoomer speak.
I got literally like.
I'm waiting for her to say something like, "Yo, it's hella bomb, no cap. What up, Gocho?"
Right. Like, I love you, and I'm like, oh my gosh. You know I get it, but still, oh my goodness, please no. Please no, stop.
Oh my god, I kind of want to see what the dub is now. Oh my god, this is definitely one of those shows where the dub might be wild.
I mean, yeah, not Ghost Story's wild, but
they can have fun with the Zoomer speak.
whoever's gonna play Madden for this, oh man, it's gonna be awesome.
I think somebody said it was Ama Lee, does all the openings in English, and she did Hayasaka in Kaguya, which is cool.
Wait, you saying she did? Wait, you said she did the openings, or she did what?
She like fan dubs openings, but she's like really good at it. And she has I think she did Hayasaka in the Kaguya dub.
Ah, okay.
So I might check it out just to see what memes we get.
Yes, indeed. All right. We're done with that. Let's move on to Sasaki to Miyano. This episode, some interesting quote unquote drama. We finally get to meet the girl that he liked, that he talked so much about.
I'm shocked that they put a girl in the show. And gave her eyes.
That's why they didn't just write like a bunch of katakana and made it for like a face. Not katakana, like the hiragana face. I liked her voice actor.
Yeah, she had a cool voice. I liked her.
No, agreed. I thought for a second, she was gonna kind of be sprung on him. Especially the scene where Sasaki like snatches Miyano away. That would have been a cool little thing.
Like if she had a crush on him.
Yeah, like lingering feelings.
Yeah, I thought of it for a second, but I'm like, they're not gonna do that.
No.
I feel like this is not the show that wants any drama. They're just gonna.
It's not. It is fluff, fluff, fluff. Let's see. This chairman character, I forget if we've ever seen the chairman of the discipline committee before. And the guy they were playing cards with.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't remember if I've seen him before, but I like him. He's very fun. Like he just has very good comical timing. Between him just like casually talking and just him pulling out the porn. And then him getting out of after proposing the game to see who closes up, he just makes some excuse to leave. That was pretty cute. I was kind of scared when Sasaki like dragged him away from the girl.
That was kind of like really annoying.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh god, is this about to get very yaoi, but not in a good way?
Yeah,
because that is very much a yaoi thing. And it was weird. Definitely weird.
I kind of don't like how he got over his crush on the girl so fast, though. Either like he was like, "Oh, I used to like her. No, I don't. Bye." Like,
I mean, the years went by. He's like,
yeah.
He always
if it was like about that much of a thing for you, I don't know. Like it could have been an interesting plot point if he's still like, especially because he's so wishy-washy on his feelings for Sasaki. If he was just like, I don't know,
right? No, that part where they were talking, he's like, I don't feel awkward. Like I was thinking, I'm like, oh my god, is this because now you're different. Now you're more grown. You might guys be into each other. That would have been like that would have been cute. But then again, once again, I feel like they weren't trying. I mean, it didn't have to be like a super big drama plot point.
Yeah, this would have been more interesting.
Yeah. I will say one thing that it's like I would say some of the conversations they sometimes feel a little bit they seem a little too like vanilla, maybe a little too stale. You know, they just had like, oh my god, like I get the whole point was to be cute and be like, oh my god, we're bonding over music, but it's like these are things that I can have a conversation with anyone.
I hated that conversation so much.
Right, because it was just a regular conversation that you can have with anyone.
Yeah.
There wasn't really like romantic. And then the only conversation I hated more than that one was the other dude. Was it Kuresawa? So when he the guy with the glasses when he meets up with Sasaki.
Yeah, and
or he's just like girlfriend. Like that's his personality. I have a girlfriend.
I kind of wish they every time he shows up he just has to. I feel like at a certain point he doesn't have a girlfriend and he's just like
unhinged.
He's just unhinged. Crazy.
Just unhinged. That would be great. Like I feel like it's like you're very close to being a very not very, but close to being an interesting character.
I also thought it would have been crazy if his girlfriend was the girl that this guy has a crush on.
Even that's definitely not it because homegirl's in the hospital.
I know, but it would have been one of those crazy things.
Yeah, for sure. God. For sure.
My brain is just trying to create drama on the show.
Wow, that's interesting. Oh, not not
I would enjoy it.
Lover. Excuse me. I will see. I will say the only thing that saved this episode for me. Oh my gosh, was at the end where he was like, "Yeah, I bought the manga so we can read it together." And da da da. I was like, let me tell you something. If I had a man and he got me, like he knew I liked this manga that I was reading, he said, "Yeah, I got you the next one because you said you liked it, right?" I would have fucked his brains out that same night. Ate that bitch alive. I leave nothing, only the bones.
And now you know why I like Marin.
No, but that's different because Marin's already like a weeb because she's going to like it because that's the thing. I'm saying, or I mean, and this could be even if you are a weeb, it's like the fact that it's like, oh, I'm introducing you to some new anime, and then you went as far to not just like it, but you said, "Let me buy this one for you so you can read the next one."
Yeah, that's cute.
Like, yeah, I've been like, no, we're having sex tonight. So yeah, so I can't wait for the the cross dressing competition.
Oh yeah, that was the whole thing.
Oh, why did they have to put that in? I don't understand why. I feel like they're definitely like super pushing this plot point where he has to just be at peace with the fact that he looks like a girl, or he looks more feminine than most men. It's like, I mean, I get it. I almost feel like the writer of this manga is like almost bullying him into doing it. Like no, my fictional character, you're not only are you going to be dressing up like a woman, you're gonna have a whole complex about it. Yeah. So yep, can't wait to see him go through that shit next week. All right. With that being said, let's move on to Princess Connect. V-Dive season 2 episode 6. Question mark? 6?
Yeah, 6.
I think I think I'm going to like tie this for episode of the week for me.
Interesting.
Like, of all the shows, even though I was stuffing my face when I was watching this shit made me like laugh.
Yeah, it had that. See, that's the Konosuba writer coming through.
This was a Konosuba episode.
I don't think this format would have worked for any show aside from like a Konosuba style show, because it was kind of bouncing all over the place.
Yes,
but it was still funny in the way that it did it.
Yes, it just had a whole bunch of new characters, like this random girl who was supposed to be, I guess, some kind of spy, and her three amigos. Like, one is just, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so, wow. It truly is just a reflection of Konosuba, plus or minus a few things. One likes to blow shit up, one is super self-absorbed with herself, and the other one is clearly a masochist.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so it's actually just... so, yeah, it's funny, because the cast of Konosuba more or less showed up. You know, and they were all funny.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they spent a little bit more time on those three, because they are all very interesting characters. I kind of want to say more about them, but I don't know if they're going to come back to the story, and I don't want to ruin any surprises. But yeah, I love all three of them. I especially like the ninja girl with the incredibly obnoxious accent that you hear.
Oh my god, it is so like, I hate in a way that's like it's funny, but yeah, it's so the bullshit desu. Like, why do they always talk like that when it's like a Western thing? Where like, oh, they're Western, so they must have like. Damn, you know the thing I was gonna go. Oh, I was like, oh, so they gotta have a bad accent because they're from the West, and then I'm like, I've heard all the Japanese people trying to speak like Japanese. And I'm
Japanese stereotype.
Damn, and I'm just like, damn, that it's not. They're not completely off. I've heard some people try to speak Japanese, and it's kind of.
At one point, he just screamed like "Sukiyaki!"
right, like Sukiyaki something, and I'm like, what?
Sukiyaki sushi or something, like, what the fuck?
Yes, something obnoxious.
I often just scream Japanese phrases too when I'm excited.
Oh my god, yeah, it was. She was doing a lot.
Yeah, she was.
And then the sadist who's just out there, just I don't know. Did she like trip and then all the porn came out, or she was sorting the porn out?
I don't know. She was just surrounded by
porn. And he comes and he's just like, "Oh, lead down the wrong path," and he's just like, "Oh, you've fallen down the wrong path." Even though he was talking about, no, it was the same person.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. He's like, wrong path, and just burns all her porn. Which, of course, she finds a way to get off of.
Yeah, in true darkness fashion.
Right, like, she's just a little more, transparent about it, I guess. But yeah, no, oh my god. Yeah, just the three of them were just so funny. You know, of course, them mixing with Yuki. I feel like Yuki, as long as the other person's somewhat funny, it's always like Yuki will always be funny and work off with them, like very well. And yeah, and then there's the rest of it when they had like the whole scene, the whole other side plot where it was like, oh my god, you know. This armor is fighting.
I like that was the side plot to the episode, which is way more important than the main plot of the episode.
They're like, oh my god, the commander's going around killing people, and then that was not the case. And then Saber.
Literally Saber.
Like, she just said I had to say a few lines. I'm like, oh, that's Saber. What Sudoku made? Like, she's like Saber, like the mix was like Saber and Medusa.
Yeah, it was Saber and Medusa because she had the purple hair and the eye covering.
Yeah, exactly.
and she was literally fighting Lancelot. Like,
And
Berserker
literally.
Lancelot. It was just a suit of armor grunting at her.
So yeah. So basically a bunch of humor.
Mm.
And then, good action at the end. Princess Strike, everyone's happy.
Yay, Princess Strike.
Basically, yeah, that's why I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a
Personally.
good episode. I enjoyed it.
Indeed. Alright. Up next we have uh Tensai Ouji no Akaji Koka Saisei Jutsu episode 6.
A lot of plot.
Um yeah. I don't know, I was wondering if I was gonna make this episode of the week, but I'm not. This is another close one because honestly, a lot like the opening scene where he's like in the carriage.
That was like 10 out of 10 material.
Like that and that alone was like, this is contender for episode of the week.
Yeah, that was fucking great. I love their like banter with each other so much.
Yes, it's so great. I love Nim. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. It was perfect. And he's perfect for her too. He's like, I wasn't talking about your hair. Slap.
Tell you what, I was talking about the color of your panties.
She's like, let's just say we both hit each other.
Right. Let us bygones be bygones. But yeah, they quickly excuse me. They quickly get off of that, and then they proceed with the rest of the plot. Which confused me because I thought it was gonna be, Martin trying to kill them, given, they're kind of responsible for all the shit that happened.
Yep.
But, I forgot that it was Kavarian Kingdom or Empire, whatever they're called, that took over Martin. So I guess it's like interesting. It's like, oh well, let's just let bygones be good bygones, because Wine's like, I'm pretty sure they tried to kill me, and they kind of are taking over your kingdom. So
yeah,
let's work together. Excuse me.
I like the new character too.
Zeno.
Yeah, Zeno was great. Nim was good too this episode, even outside of that first scene. I do like Nim with black hair. I like Nim with both black and white hair.
I prefer her with white though.
I prefer white, but her black looks good too.
Yeah, agreed. And then, surprise, it's a plot to somehow dispose of Wine and take over Natron.
Who would have seen that coming?
Yeah, I think that probably my only critique is that, like, why are we involved in yet another plot where it's like he has to die or being disposed of?
It's almost like everyone wants to kill him.
All the time.
All the time.
I'm exhausted for him.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, no, he's being elected to the seat of the, what do they call them? The Holy
Elites.
The Holy Elites. Very creative name.
Yeah.
Very great.
The Holy Rulers.
The Holy Rulers. I do like Crazy Bitch though. She looks like she's gonna be fun.
Scary Nun, yeah.
Scary crazy woman.
Yeah, I just call her Scary Nun. I forget what her name is. Yeah, she was just like, oh yeah, just get rid of them, get rid of all of them,
burn the infidels.
Basically, I'm just like, but after that scene, it's kind of implied that what she said was merely just like a performance
that
she's aware of. the fact that Wine is working with them.
Yeah, she's smarter than she let on.
Yeah, she's not just some crazy
Psychopath.
religion woman.
Or is she?
Yeah. Yep, and then we find out that, or unless they said it before and I wasn't paying attention, we find out that the guy that was manipulating the Marquise was indeed from Cavern.
I don't think they said that before.
Cavarian.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of moving pieces.
Ooh, exactly. So I was like, ooh.
I do have to say, this is like the one show where when I'm watching it, I cannot be doing anything else. Like, I have to, like,
nope,
stare at the screen, replay some scenes, go through it with, like, a fine-tooth comb.
Exactly, because there's just so much going on. So, gotta stay on attention. It. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I do wish that, I don't know. I feel like this is the type of show that would definitely benefit from 24 episodes because it's so fast paced. But then I feel like if it was 24 episodes, it'd be really slow.
Yeah, so I prefer this. I prefer this pacing.
I know.
But then the other one, then the alternative is fucking what's that?
Realist Hero.
Again, yeah, the Realist Hero, which I just don't want.
I might read the novels. I don't know. If the banter's as good in the novels as it is in that opening scene, I might check out the light novel.
Sounds good. All right. And now we're gonna move on to our last anime for our weekly reviews. Kaiju Kaihatsubu no Kuroitsu-san episode. It's on my phone, not my book. Episode. I did not write down the name of the episode. It's 6. I'm assuming it's 6.
Yep.
Yes. Which is my other episode of the week.
Yeah, I figured.
I mean, it's the kind of last one.
But I figured since before, since we were talking about Sono.
Right. No, this is very funny. I feel like there's not a lot of Valentine's Days episodes that are worth mentioning in general throughout anime. This is definitely one of the best Valentine's themed episodes I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah, it was really like they went really over the top in integrating the theme of Valentine's into the whole setting of the show and making it make sense within the plot and still making commentary on like the commercialization of a holiday.
Exactly.
There was so many maneuvering things there.
Like limited time monster. No, but if you produce it after Valentine's Day, it's only half as powerful.
the boot camp for making chocolates with the leader.
Yeah, with the Kashik. Yeah.
The contaminated chocolates.
When they realize, we can't use that because there's metal in the chocolates, and then they have like a whole press conference.
I felt bad for Melty, chocolate girl.
Right, exactly. That was a really great design.
It was for no reason. The character didn't even do anything,
and then they just end up making chocolates for later.
It was the most roundabout way to just make an episode where she just gives him chocolate.
Right, exactly. And he's like, "Oh my god, whoa!" And he's like, "He's never gotten chocolate before." I'm like, "Really? Like, you really? I mean, you don't look unattractive." But I guess
I do like that. Well, I don't know if it's not weird, but it's interesting that they're pushing I feel like they didn't do this before, but specifically in this episode, they're pushing the wolf / Kuritu ship a lot. Like between her flirting with her during the Valentine's Day part and the fantasy. This is your greatest wish in the second half,
right?
Kuritu just hitting on Wolf.
Right. Yeah. Oh, what's her name? What's her name? She comes back. The doctor from Black Lore and El Bucky. There we go.
Yes, El Bucky.
El Bucky, best monster.
Yes.
Thing, girl, person. and then, and then I just love the interaction with her and Wolf. And Wolf's like, "Can you be serious?" And then she just gets very nasty.
Yes. I'm glad that they're coming back to characters, and they're still mentioning other characters. Like they name dropped the magical girls, which makes me think we're definitely gonna see them again.
Right, exactly.
Like, yeah, we'll beat the fuck out of these magical girls.
Yeah, and then the whole fighting between the two monsters. Well, the four monsters. That was really funny how that worked.
The Hydras were just
she's like, oh no, and then they're like, oh, stop picking on her, and they just
stop bullying her.
Her penis shatter. Like she's already a scaredy cat. Leave her the fuck alone. I love the Hydras. They're so cute because like they're all sisters.
I noticed they all have different designs too. Like they always have one different thing about them. Like one has more horns than the other.
Yeah.
One has black eyes.
Exactly. So this is just a really this is just a really solid episode.
Oh yeah,
in my opinion, like really funny. Just nonstop.
I love the setting. I feel like this is a setting you could do so much with. Like there's so much potential.
And I know. My only thing is I'm just like, for some reason I'm paranoid. This is gonna be like the next frontier. Now that Isekai is done, it's like, yes, what if the main character worked for an evil organization, and then 20 more anime with the same premise is gonna come out. Only because I feel like Combatants Will Be Dispatched was so good. I don't know if it was like successful per se, but
I don't think it was super successful, but it was pretty good. And then you have this show. Yeah, I could see that being like a fad of the main character works for an evil organization bent on world domination or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. I hope that's just not the case. Like I'm fine with me making like one of these every year.
There will be a new fad. There will be. Isekai will be dethroned one day.
One day.
Mm-hmm.
But that day will not be today, because for today we are done with our weekly reviews. Like I said, I'm tired as fuck, so no filler arc, and we're just gonna move on ahead and do our waifu wars. Who are our lucky ladies?
I thought I'd switch it up today, and instead of giving you two good options, what if we had to pick between two deadly options?
Oh my god.
So, waifu between Yuno and Reina.
Reina from
Higurashi.
And my only problem with Yuno is that as much as she's willing to kill anything and anyone to be with you,
including you,
I feel like there's just gonna be a way that she's going to like kill me.
Yeah, she probably will. They both will probably kill you.
I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say with the Reina, it's like I don't know. It depends. Are we in Hinamizawa?
Yes. For the purpose of this conversation, you are in Hinamizawa. Also, Reina is crazy outside of Hinamizawa. just not homicidally crazy.
Exactly, and that's why I'm going to go with Yuno, because you said Hinamizawa. I'm just like, they kill in very brutal ways.
But you would have like maybe a week of a really good marriage with Reina, you know? Like,
See, now you're moving the goalpost. What is it?
no, it wouldn't. It's not moving the goalpost. Listen, you're with you're gonna get killed immediately. Like,
No. If she loves me like she loves Yuki,
it's like a timer. Do you think you'll live longer with or with Reina?
I think it's with I think she wouldn't kill me unless it was like an extreme situation where Ventry was like, "We'll be together forever," and then she does like a suicide thing.
I feel like that's the inevitable outcome. But
as opposed to Reina, it's just like I don't know. She could be cooking me dinner, and then right in the middle of me taking a bite of her delicious fried rice. Wow, I'm looking at this fried rice different. Oh, that's my head falling off.
I would pick Yuna as well, but only because first of all, I love Reina. But
me too. But I love me more.
Yeah, the only reason I'd pick over Reina is because I feel like would just kill you, like you said. She would just chop your head off or something. Reina, and she'd probably do it while you're asleep, so you wouldn't even feel it. Reina.
No, but that's not even what happened with. Oh, spoilers! That's not even what happened with Yuki. She just they just took I don't know, like some pill and overdosed. I don't know if it was cyanide or something, but
yeah. But then she tried to like kill him while he was like knocked out or something, right?
No, they just both took pills and died in the
well,
first
either way,
quote unquote loop. But
oh yeah,
was like
first loop. I'm talking about the main loop that they were in, where he like did they have sex and then she like stepped out to like get the hatchet while he was asleep or something.
I think so. I think that's what happened. Something like
either
that.
way, she's
either way it ended up with her trying to kill him.
If she kills you, it'll be in at least painful way. Whereas with Reina, she'll like put fucking needles in your food and then you swallow.
Exactly. Like some kind of poison, but oh no, this poison is the one that like paralyzes your whole body and your lungs.
Yeah, and then she'll like chop off your limbs like she did.
Like you can't even like move because she paralyzed you.
Making the evil face and laughing at you like
that's not how I want to go out.
That's
man.
not very sexy.
That's not how I want to go out. Like at least with I know what the deal is.
Yeah, I agree. If I'm being taken, it's by Sorry, Reina. I love you more as a character, but you scary.
Indeed. But yeah, let us know who. Let us know which waifu you'd want to hack you up into beds.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, I think that ends Waifu Wars, the segment, and the podcast. So if you be a dear and take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the Waifu War podcast, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. You can also follow us on our socials at Twitter, Discord, and Twitch, all linked in the description down below. If you would like, you can even become a patron like all these lovely people on screen right here who make the podcast possible. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Let's see. If you are having a bad day, watch some good anime. It'll make you feel good. Cause I have been having some pretty bad days, and anime is definitely making me feel good.
Anime is like chicken noodle soup for the soul.
Exactly. I remember reading that book a lot in middle school.
I remember not reading it and just reading the Spark Nuts. But until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Doobie-doo.
We'll catch you later. Later!
Bye.